So do you question why this has happened in your life and in your family's life? Why has your little ones, your blessings, your natural birthrights been taken? And why is human trafficking being allowed to occur all over this world? Um, is there something more to what is actually going on right now in the world with this pandemic? And what is our part to play in this? I think that these questions are important, and that, so many people are being distracted by just the negativity around us and the fear, the state of mind of fear, anger, hatred, division, and they are missing the opportunity to take steps to come together and to really learn about who we are, and to connect and be led in love. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about my spiritual awakening and, this tearing away of my family and destruction that has happened. I know that there is light that is at the end of the tunnel, but not only at the end. I've said this before, it's all the way through it, because I am this light. Each of you are this divine light. We just have to, be able to start to ignite that light and to not let anyone damper it, put any type of lampshade on it, but to be proud and to stand in our power. Not a type of pride that is egocentric, but a pridefulness that comes from us truly remembering who we are and standing on our own 2 feet to face what is before us in love. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, I thought I would come on and just talk a little bit about my spiritual awakening and how I have shifted in my perspectives on what has gone on in my life. And so what I wanted to do is just come on here and say, when I first was going through this, I hit rock bottom. I didn't know what to do. My health deteriorated, and I did not know if I wanted to go on. I was looking all over the place outside of me for answers and doing, habeas corpuses and trying to sign up for different types of groups who could teach me more as to the corruption that is going on. So looking at all the physical stuff. And then on a spiritual level, I was learning a lot, and which means I was unlearning a lot of the lies, but I was still wrapped up in a lot of old belief systems and religions and different things like that, but thought that I was more so coming out of it. The good thing about that is that I kept questioning. I didn't stop, and I did learn a whole lot. When I was studying about Yahuwah and Yahusha and the family that I was studying with, they continued to help us, me and my husband and everyone else in the group, to look at everything basically with a new perspective and to keep digging, so that was really good. And a lot of my old belief systems I started to question, and even like when it looks like a judgment and stuff like that, I was taught at the time to really treat others, no matter what, in the way that I wanted to be treated. But yes, judgment was coming forth. And since this time, I have really been growing in understanding, overstanding, and understanding that everything works together for our good, and how that is, and that we have really been lied to on a deeper level as to who we are. I truly believe that we are all one, and that we are source manifested here. We are unique expressions of the one, the all in all, and we are learning life lessons, right now, and that this occurred in my life for a reason. It shook my earth, it shook me down to my very roots, and it made me continue to look for the light which was inside of me all along. And I started to then go within. I started to seek answers from within, from a heart space. So instead of being fearful and angry and judgmental and, seeing everyone as separate and coming out to get me and attacking me and all that and fighting for my rights, I have been really turned and shifting to a different way of looking at things, being able to come from an open heart space and see that this is just part of my journey as to my purpose and what I'm here for. And so one thing that I want to add is that I think it's really important for people to be patient with others, because we've all been there before. We've all been at different places of consciousness and being unconscious in where we are and what we're thinking and feeling and believing. This is all about growth. And so if we are compassionate and we understand that, it takes time and it's hard because we've been so programmed, conditioned to think and feel and behave in a certain way. Especially when you've gone through the schools and you have a lot invested in a certain outcome. So I've learned to detach from the outcome, to not invest in those types of things, and to really start to trust. And I know that there's an invisible field, that there is a source, there is a God or an Elohim, whatever name you want to put on it, that is orchestrating everything. But we are this source. We are here right now in the body to be that change that we want to see in the world. I'm not waiting on someone else to save me. And yes, I still am led and directed into things I can do physically in order to, get out of certain types of contracts that I unknowingly entered into, to break these contracts. You can say it in many different ways, but there's so many things that are binding us on different levels. And so I believe there are steps that we can take, but it's all done in love. And so I just wanted to come on here to say, that these things that are going on in our lives, we have the opportunity to look at them through new eyes and to be hearing what it is that is being told to us, because the universe source speaks in many different ways, sends different people into our lives, different messages you can get through media, through animals, through nature, through our dreams. We are being cared for. And we just have to stop being distracted by things and to really trust that everything's going to be okay. When we step back into our power and reclaim our birthrights, things will begin to shift. And I believe that this is a process. So it's not happening for me right overnight, but I have noticed a lot of things changing. And I have been really investing in my health and just being aware of my thoughts and my emotions and the energy that is all around us and within us. We are all energy. And, there are a lot of good things happening right now. And so I choose to focus on the good things. I'm not ignorant to those things that are happening, all the problems that we can see around us, but my focus is on the solution. And so we can expose what is going on to help others, but it's all about what we put our energy into. And I truly believe that there are solutions that are coming forth, and that more and more we will be led into the light as we open ourselves up and we're not afraid of what is coming in. That we start to understand, overstand, and understand that we've been lied to on so many different levels. And so, yes, we can really step back, become the observers, and ask for guidance and assistance. And we are free will beings. There's nothing that can come in and harm us. And the whole, I guess what you would say, training, education, indoctrination about dark and light and different things like that, we can start to understand what is going on so that we aren't fearful of what's going on. We are the ones that have the power, and we don't need to give our power away to anyone or anything. So I wanted to put this out there because, yes, for a while when this first happened, there's some more bugs again, I was fearful as to, selling my soul to Satan, and I was fearful of these entities coming in and starting to deceive me. But as I'm learning more and more as to what's going on, and me, myself, and you guys, our source, here right now, just living out different types of experiences to learn and to grow and to expand, I don't have to be fearful, and either do you guys, because we are the ones that hold the power. And when this all, this whole illusionary life stops and we realize, okay, we're the ones creating and co-creating, we can make that change right now as to what we want in our lives. And I think things are going to start speeding up as we really step more and more into our power and we really embody this divine love and light. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I love you guys. There's different aspects to what's going on, so don't feel like it's all, going down a very dark trail or path that leads to destruction. No, there are a lot of people waking up to who we are and to the energy that is around us to support us in our growth and our evolution and in our freedom. So right now, let's step into our power, and I love you guys. Do everything you can to support your body, because that is what is going to help you in this vessel to step forward, and then take the time out spiritually to connect with Source, connect with your higher self, so-called higher self. Be one. I love you guys, and we're going to do this for our families, because we're here for so much more than what we've been led to believe, and our purpose is great. Shine your light. Love you. Namaste.